Good morning, everybody in Facebook land. I just wanted to give you an update. This is part 2 of staying out of Facebook jail. And I have until the 17th of May, will probably be the 18th because I think it cuts off at the end of 17th instead of the beginning. So it will probably be the 18th before I'm back in groups. And I have actually been going back into my old groups that I was part of, making sure that the ones that I have now are the ones I actually want to be in, because right now I can't post in groups. Now that happened not because I was doing anything actually illegal, but because Facebook is absolutely cutting back on anybody that is using an auto poster. And I had one that was high priced and very intuitive. It would vary the times that it would post, and it only posted once a day in each group. So it wasn't posting fast, and yet it was getting flagged by Facebook, and it took me 3 tries to realize it had to be the auto poster, and I actually let myself get in jail the last time just to double check that was what was going on. So I want to take you in to one of my groups here. We can get this. Facebook is slow, but what we're going to do is we're going to go into the groups I'm part of, which you can do just simply by clicking the groups on the main page of Facebook, and it lets you see the groups you're part of as soon as it opens it. But anyway, what I wanted to point out to you is if you look at the groups you're part of, you have to make a decision. Do you want to be part of a group just so that you can post your business opportunity, which if you really honestly look, if there's no likes and there's no comments, then that means that nobody is really seeing it. And if the entire group is nothing but people that are actually just spamming the group, we call it spamming when you throw links out there without any purpose or without any anybody requesting your info. And I promise you that if you aren't looking at all of the material that is inside of a group, then there's a very good chance that none of the others that are in that group are looking at any of it. And so how would you figure that this is even worth your time, regardless of the fact that it obviously is, it saves you time, yes. Now, we were doing some things that actually did bring us some benefit. We were getting comments, we were getting likes, and I think that actually what was happening is that people were jealous, and it wasn't just me that got banned out of Facebook's groups for a period of time. It was a great large group of us that were doing kind of the same process. And so Facebook might not crack down immediately on people that are not getting any engagement or any reaction to their posts. That doesn't mean it's not going to work out pretty quickly that way. And so I'm going to go into one of these groups that is here, and I just need to go to one, so that's why I was opening it like this, so that I would get to the groups that are still the ones that I'm leaving these groups, but I'm doing it very slowly because I'm not looking to flag Facebook again. I'm making sure to stay underneath their radar until I get through this probation period. But truly, if you just look through, this has got nearly 9,000 people in this group. And it doesn't really matter what the name of the group is. What matters is that it allows people to post in here. And You can also notice that the administrator probably doesn't spend much time in here because he has not changed his pinned post since sometime right after January, the beginning of January, January 7th. And so a lot of the time when these groups get large, it becomes kind of a free-for-all. Everybody throwing their links out there like crazy, and nothing particularly happening except for that. I mean, I was getting messages and I was getting lots and lots of comments and likes, so it was definitely working, and I was not doing something that looked spammy. So it's not about what your post looks like, because I know that there are some pretty quality posts in here. Even the one that this gentleman put up here is quality. He's not spamming. He doesn't even have a link here. He has a nice picture. It's not that it's a problem that way. And he did, of course, because he put up a nice post, get some reaction. He's got likes and comments. But if you look at, and my system is really slow, but if you look at the majority of the kinds of things that people post, for one thing, they post a lot of things that are kind of unbelievable. They promise amounts of money for almost no effort whatsoever, which just isn't true. I mean, you got to be honest with people. You got to make sure they realize that there is some work involved, that it's not just, you know, buy the product once, or in a lot of cases some of these things are free. There's a lot of crap in here as well, and I'm going to use that word crap because a lot of it is. It's crap. So you want quality, right? So I actually kind of like what this gentleman put on the top here, even though he has not done anything with that since January. He could continue the conversation if he had thought about doing that, because that would be of more use. Now, I do own some groups, which I'm not limiting people from being part of. In fact, I'll probably share that in part 3, because this is going to get long if I go through that process too. But if you just look at this one post, you don't even have to look underneath to see that probably nobody has said anything to him. And he's offering people that they can make a substantial amount of income for only $40. And this is a direct sales company. It's not that it's a bad company, but you got to be careful offering people a story that may or may not be true. I mean, just because somebody has done this doesn't mean everybody will do this. Somebody has to take a lot of time and effort to actually interact with people and create real rapport. Ask them questions, find out what they're looking for, and that is the better way to build income inside of Facebook and including inside of Facebook groups. I hope that this 2-part series has been helpful, and I hope that you understand that Facebook is always about change. Facebook is always changing. And you also have to remember, I heard on a webinar last night that now we're up to somewhere around 85% of individuals that are on the internet and are accessing Facebook are coming up through a mobile device, most generally through a smartphone, either the iPhone or an Android. So, I mean, we have a lot of capability now on the smartphone. And so a lot of what Facebook is doing here is to make this more accessible to somebody that is on a smartphone, because the majority of people are on smartphones. So just putting up a spammy link, a spammy thing that isn't real, something with lots and lots of money, which, let's be honest, I'm going to dispel something right here. And that is, they show cash when that isn't actually the truth. How do you get paid? Really, how do you get paid? Most of the time, it's an electronic transfer. That's how I get paid for everything that I earn. I don't receive cash. And actually, it's a red flag. If you think you're going to receive actual cash, you're going to receive, some of the older ones still pay you with a check, but most of them are set up to let you transfer to your bank account or to a card. And that is what you would expect to see, is that you don't receive cash. You receive an electronic transfer that goes in to either a card or to a bank account. And that is the honest to goodness way that everybody receives money from any legitimate business online. Regardless of what sort of business it is, they all have some sort of a system. Some of them use PayPal, some of them use a wallet system, some of it use a direct transfer inside their system, but they all have some sort of an electronic system that transfers money into your bank account or your card. It does not come to you by cash. So, this is one thing you want to dispel. Why do you want to give somebody the impression that they're going to get cash when they're not? They're going to get it through an electronic transfer. Let's be honest with people. That's what I want to share with you today. And if you want to know a quick way to earn some income while sharing a really great system that helps you build leads, that's on the bottom of this video. Bye for now.